Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here, and the digital release, as Wizards wants to stress this, oh, here we go. Magic the Gathering, Dungeons & Dragons, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, and I'm sure it's a coincidence that this set has the most wordy cards I've ever seen in my life in it. With a name like that, they're all, hyping it up like, hey, it's live, it's on MTGO, it's on Arena, oh, go play it, woo. So I'm trying to find out when the hell the pre-release was, because I thought it was this weekend, like the paper pre-release, like the in-store one. I cannot find it. And it's not entirely because of keyword confusion based on the fact that Forgotten Realms already exists. I mostly got a wiki page about the invention and use of paper in the Forgotten Realms, and a bunch of Wizards crap telling me to go play it on digital, so that's nice. Then I found the page saying, join the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms pre-release event on Spell Table. Okay, July 16th through the July 18th. Pick up a pre-release kit from your local game store and build a 40-card deck to battle in an event. Online using your webcam on Spell Table. Or I could go to the paper pre-release if I knew when the hell it was. I went to my own LGS's website. They have no idea. It's not posted there. So I legitimately, not even kidding, do not know when the pre-release is. I thought that the pre-release and the digital release were both a week early. That's the point. And then you get the paper release. I don't know what the hell they're doing this time. But anyway, this video wanted to focus on the complete lack of anybody even touching this on Arena, which I've gone through a lot of new releases on Arena. People pick up the cards day one. Now, not everybody. You got to burn a lot of wild cards. You just have to be playing that day. You have to have the time and be willing to redo a bunch of your decks for like an hour. I get it. I'd say if you just play like 50 games on like the average release day on Arena, you'll see about a third of the decks running new cards or just being completely new decks, updated, whatever. You will see the new cards. I just played 15 games and I saw zero. Zero people, not even zero people, zero cards. I saw zero cards from the new set. Zero. Not one person, not one single deck running the new cards. And people will pre-build like net decks and throw them up on MTG Goldfish and stupid forums and subreddits. All that, like, this will be the dominant deck, and people believe them. That's how Red White Vehicles was like, oh, this is gonna be the game-ending deck. Oh my god! And everybody played it like day one on Arena, and then it went on to win absolutely nothing at the following Grand Prix like a week later. Anybody who brought that deck was an idiot and got stomped by better decks, primarily Energy, obviously. So don't believe everything you hear online, and don't be a net decking idiot if you don't like rebuilding your deck constantly, and then getting cards banned and rebuilding your deck even more often, and then paying $500 for your deck instead of $50 when you could win almost as much with the $50 deck. You know what? This could be the net decking rant, but it's not. Let's just say they're terrible for the community, they're very entitled, they're very whiny, and I hate them all. But what usually happens is those have to win, have to get out of everybody, types, especially when there's a release right near the beginning of the month when your rank resets on Arena. They're like, day one, build this deck, drop the wild cards, they saved up the gems, the coins, they bought the packs, they burned the wild cards. Day one, they're playing this deck, because ever since spoiler season, people started building decks and throwing them up online. So usually what you see on Arena are people playing with the new cards. I have not seen one person, I have not seen one card from the new set at all. Now, here's the catch. There's actually like 3 catches in this video, because this is just the whole launch video covering all the launch issues here, and the second part of this is even more egregious. Because if you haven't checked what Wizards is doing, according to their own announcement today, and what they've basically said to people, you're about to be very pissed off. But in the meantime, they didn't even wait a week. They didn't even just let sealed be sealed and wait for the official release, which I still don't know when that is. I tried looking for Forgotten Realms paper release date or whatever, and all I got was the history of paper in the Forgotten Realms, which is somehow a wiki page. What a bold and exciting life the people who wrote that article must live. But besides the keyword collisions and issues that they should have known about, oh my god, just call it literally anything else, Wizards, holy shit. We have got right now today the standard 2022 play queues, both of them, ranked and unranked. I didn't even know they were doing it unranked. They've got a casual and a ranked queue already. So what it is rotation early. Let's just cut the shit. That's what it is. Didn't even wait a week. Didn't even wait for the paper release to be like, okay, well, Arena is where you go if you want to play not shit standard. or I mean, let's cut the crap on that too. Less shit standard. Oh, there's some cards still legal that I think people take issue with. But the overwhelming majority were from 2 sets. I mean, let's not get it twisted. But yeah, those are live right now. So I thought, okay, I was in the standard ranked queue. Maybe people who just don't give a shit about the new set and don't even want the headache of getting involved in it yet, and they're waiting for the weekend when they actually have time to like rebuild their decks, look at the cards, build up some wild cards, acquire some packs, whatever. And in the meantime, they're just like, I just want to play some damn Magic and get the daily. Because remember, they released a new set, they patched the game, you now have 3 missions for the daily missions to get coins. So a lot of people just signed in like, I just want the damn coins. But I mean, that happens every time. And like, that's every release is the same. They patch the game, you get 3 brand new reset mission thing, quest things, dailies, whatever. But you still see people picking up the new cards, especially when people are just like, well, I'm running rogues, so I'm going to put in this new rogue, or I'm running, dragon, so I'm going to put in this new dragon. I'm running green rush, so I'm going to put in big green creatures. Like, there's such obvious includes. People are like, well, okay, at least I'll pick this up. And like, I don't know about you, but I have 154 common wild cards and 283 uncommon wild cards. If there's a common or uncommon, I'm not going to waffle over burning the wild cards to put it in my deck. I'm not going to say, let's save up some coins over the next week and open some packs and maybe I'll pick one up naturally. No, 283 uncommons, are you kidding me? I will literally never run out of those. And there's people who play Arena a hell of a lot more than I do. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So like, number 1, holy crap, they launched that queue already. And 2, the people not in the queue do not give one flying f*** about this new set. I have, like I said, never seen people just outright just ignore the new set and keep playing standard and just keep playing Magic like it doesn't exist. Never in my life have I seen that. So this must be generating just unprecedented levels of disinterest. Now this could in theory happen naturally, like, oh, what if the new mechanics are so standalone that you have to use them by yourself? Like you look at like Devotion or Constellation, it could run with any individual monocolor and any enchantments in any set. So, those come out and you can run anything. Now you look at Dungeons, it's like, well, Dungeons work with Dungeons. Okay, But there's just as many where you're like, oh, I'm running the party mechanic, which no, nobody is. That is a lie. Nobody's running that. But, there's new rogues, wizards, and warriors, and whatever else is in a party, clerics to run. Bare minimum, somebody running clerics should have updated clerics. I saw a person running just vanilla-ass clerics. I saw angels without any of the new angel cards. I'm pretty sure there was 1 or 2. Somebody was playing against me with white life gain with none of the new white life gain cards. It's shocking. I did not see this coming. So it's just, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this. It's not like there's chat. It's not like I can ask these people like, hey, why didn't you update your deck? And they just say, oh, I don't know. I was working today. Just got home from work. I just want to play the game. Or, I don't really care about Arena that much. I'll update it later. I'll update it next week, whatever. But I'm thinking there's just so much apathy and so much disinterest in the new set that people are just like, another thing, and I have to go read a bunch of cards and spend more money on more wild. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to play Magic. And then to top it all off, I think it is a factor that they added the standard 2022 pre-early rotated whatever the hell queue, and anybody excited in the new set is going to do that because it's one of the 4 sets legal in that queue. So I think all the D&D set enthusiasts went there, but like, why when they could just make their deck more powerful and play in the normal queue? The unequivocal answer is because Throne of Eldraine and Ikoria are just that fucking bad. If those 2 sets were a building, somebody at this point would have pulled the fire alarm and then went down the fire escape just to get away from them. So I don't know, I just thought it's such an anomaly I had to throw into the video. Part 2, and this is insanely important, is posted today, July 8th, in the news section of Daily MTG. Join the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms pre-release event on Spell Table, which is at, webcam thing. All I've really heard is good things about Spell Table, but I know better. Because anonymous people on the internet that you're not going to see again, that have no accountability and no social pressure whatsoever, are going to be assholes more often than people in real life. It's the big CD theory. It's the shield of anonymity. It's the whole, I'm not going to get into human psychology again. But yeah, I assume it's, butthurt little net decking entitled asshole leaving in a huff. Oh, I'm so mad I lost, crybaby douchebag central. And yeah, most members of the community are actually quite nice. The Magic community is pretty overwhelmingly very polite, well-adjusted, and nice. But like 10 to 25% aren't. Let's just cut the crap. That's probably where it lies, somewhere in the middle there. So I have no interest in playing on Spell Table, but also my issue, besides just, that being good or bad of a platform, is They put pick up a pre-release kit from your local gaming store and build a 40-card deck to battle in the event online. So like pick up a pre-release kit and then don't go to the pre-release event. Now, my theory, obviously, is that when they designed all this, they put together this whole event, it wasn't very last second, and you're going to see why in a bit, because it's actually really big. They thought that structured play wouldn't be back, or at least they thought, well, let's just operate under that assumption, and if something else is different, okay, whatever, but we're going to run it. So they got all these, I guess celebrity probably wouldn't be the right word, but people I've never seen before in my life would probably be a better thing. I don't know. I thought that guy was that one guy who wanted to win the tournament one time. That's that one British guy, and then I think one more person, I recognize them by name. Who am I talking about? Well, they put together Team Warrior, Team Cleric, Team Rogue, and Team Wizard, which I'm pretty sure they're all on Team SJW, which would make them all warriors. Well, in their own minds. I mean, is Court Jester still an accepted official D&D class, or was that custom made? Was that a community thing? Anyway, there's I guess four teams of 6, but one of them only has 5 photos, but it has 6 names under it. So I think somebody dropped out and they accidentally named them by name. Oopsies. But they're like, oh, here's all these people and here's their socials and we're going to do this big thing and stream something. I didn't actually read this. I don't give 2 fucks about this. And one of the people involved in this I really don't like. But they're going to be heading up this whole big spell table thing with teams, and I don't know, there'll probably be a winner, and hopefully Wizards win because they're the best class. We all know that. Oh, wait, no, the asshole's on that team. You know what? Anybody but him. I'm on team, I hope they all disconnect in the service crash. But regardless of who wins, I mean, they made a website for this. It's afrparty.com. I mean, like, this was going to be like the big digital pre-release on Spell Table. They've got, like, what is Spell Table and how to use it with Gavin Verhey. They've got instructions for how to set up your mobile device camera for Spell Table. They've got how to set up a Spell Table camera thing with cardboard and how to like lean your phone over the edge. And I will tell you right now, I'm not an architect or an engineer, but that is not structurally sound, and you're going to drop your phone onto your play area. You need some triangles or some cross support. I'm just saying that absolutely 100% will tip over. But like, I mean, they got the damn origami diagrams. They went hard on this. They put some effort into this. And so I think when they found out, oh, structured play is resuming, they're like, oh crap, because they probably planned this like 3 to 6 months out. So they're like, well, we're not gonna, downplay it, because they probably paid all these people for their appearances. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I know about 3 people on there that they probably wouldn't have to pay. They would just be like, yeah, I want to be in a big Magic tournament because I do Magic stuff online, and it would be prestige and following and even more popularity. But other people, I don't even know who these people are. I don't think they even play Magic. I think they just got random, I'd say celebrities, but I don't know who the hell they are. Oh, social media influencers and TikTokers is probably who they actually are. They probably paid them for their appearance because, I mean, come on. Like, how many people could you rope into this for free? Although that would explain why one person appears to have dropped. But who knows? I mean, they put in effort. Even if they didn't put in money and sponsorship crap and you'll spend $100,000 on this, they still put in effort and made a website, made graphics for it. So, like, maybe they have a sponsor for this. Maybe they have obligations for, like, how many people are going to watch the stream. So they're like, no, this is the pre-release thing. No. If you're in North America and it's safe in your area and there's not a COVID outbreak currently, well, if you're immune, the Delta variant isn't here yet, that I know of, go play. Go play in your damn store. Go support your store. Now, you might be saying, yeah, but Des, if you go walk in, pick up a pre-release kit from your store, and then also don't burn any staff time or take any prizes from the actual event, you're probably actually making the store more money. Yeah, okay, cool. But then you're taking away one kit, and then that's one less kit for them to actually fire the event with enough people. I think even for 3 or 4 rounds, it only takes like 8 people. So, I mean, okay. I mean, at most pre-releases I go to have like 40 or 50. But boy, is this just bad. I mean, they might as well put up a sign that says, don't go to your store, go to this instead, because we put effort into it and we'd feel bad. I mean, I get it, timing, they didn't know they'd be reopened, but they almost should have. Like, how long has the virus been, the vaccine been in circulation? You gotta be kidding me. I mean, they should have suspected, there's a pretty good chance we'll be able to reopen. Now, there always seems to have been, in the last couple of years, some people at Wizards of the Coast, probably the new dumb 20-year-old Zoomers that just got out of college, who come in like retail stores that you have to like drive to. I don't even own a car, okay? I have anxiety and I have DoorDash. I haven't left my apartment in 3 years. I did my entire worthless college degree about why white people are the worst thing ever in graphics design entirely online. So why do we need stores, you dumb boomers? Then you got like the people who've been at Magic for like, 20 years and they're like, no, we need stores because we need stores, we need a place to play, and we need people to introduce people because that's where our number one marketing source is, and it's free. We don't have to pay people to tell their friends how to play. They just do it. But only if they have a place to buy the cards and play. And okay, they got a place to buy the cards. It's called TCG Player, eBay, and Amazon, but I mean, you walk into a gaming store for the first time and somebody's like, I'm going to teach you how to play Magic, and then maybe you could show up to F&M sometime or go to this pre-release. And people are like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. You can borrow me a deck. It's free. Okay, whatever, cool. Free welcome decks, free giveaways, free promos. The staff is friendly, and there's like a lot of really cool, like geeky shit to look at inside of the stores. It's a whole thing. It's a whole experience. You got to take it all together. And let me just add, holy shit, will just the game not stand on its own without all that flash and stuff and the whole experience and the hype behind it and the whole gaming store experience. Standard right now is unbearable. It is so bad, and every other set is complete shit for draft. So how quickly did the options just evaporate for what the person's actually gonna play? Now, most people learn with either, decks that were legal 7 years ago that somebody just still held together because they think it's cool, or Commander. Okay, cool. But Commander is so flippin' complicated compared to, anything else. It's like, wow, that card does what? And it's like a whole paragraph. This card does what? That's not the same. Why don't any of these cards have a central mechanic? I'm confused. That's a lot to remember. I still don't remember what order the phases are in. What you should do is teach somebody either block constructed or standard or old school standard when it was lower power and less confusing, or introduce them at a core set in the middle of a gaming store. That is how you make money. And they should know this. And the people who have been there forever do know this. But the other people who are like, oh, stores are so awful and everything should be delivered by drone, they seem to be the ones who are pushing the whole, we don't need stores, let's just make a secret lair and let's directly compete on Amazon because everything comes from Amazon. These are the type of dumbasses who like, some of them legitimately don't know that milk comes from cows. They think milk comes from Amazon. That has to be who's behind this, because we get such contradictory things from Wizards. It has to be from different staff members, unless some of their staff members are like legitimately, I don't know, multiple personalities or something, or just that fucking stupid. Because if you're not getting what I mean, you haven't followed this, like in 1 week, it's like, here, we're going to give away a whole bunch of stuff for your local gaming store. We've also got these old school, old frame, foil promos that you can only get at your local gaming store. And also your WPN, authorized store might get its own spoiler, and if you do this, or you can only get Secret Lair Ultimate Edition from your store, and it's like store. Also, this new app for use in playing in stores, and it's a scorekeeping and matchmaking app. And you might, like, if you go to a thing, get a, like, because you're tied to your Wizards account, get a free thing on Arena. And, like, the most important thing in your entire life is going to be playing at a store. And then they turn around and they're like, well, we're gonna sell on Amazon now. Oh, and also Secret Lair, and you can't get it in your store. Oh, then new restrictions on stores, and then, well, we're going to drop ACD as a distributor. Oh, that'll help some stores. The number of stores still open is going down. I mean, yeah, COVID was a factor, but really Wizards of the Coast is almost a bigger disease shutting them down. It has to be two different people. Or like, well, two different teams of people, two different groups, whatever. So group who gives a shit about stores anymore put together this pre-release party crap, and now they're pushing it on the front page. While I literally cannot find out when the paper pre-release is, even if I wanted to go to it. I've been told maybe it's next week, maybe, which I don't remember a 2-week lead on Arena for the new set coming out, but I don't know. Maybe that's what they're doing this time. I don't know. Usually it's like the pre-release and the Arena launch are like the same day, right? Am I just remembering this wrong? It's been a while since I've been to a pre-release, obviously. So people on Discord disputed that and said I'm remembering that wrong, but I don't know, whatever. I think they did it one way once and then shifted because they thought if they let people play for about 5 days-ish, which is what I'm being told, on Arena, then go to the pre-release, then they have a buy a box, like super early sale promo thing where you can only get one box, but if you do, you get all these crazy promos, but only if you buy it literally at the pre-release event or during pre-release weekend. Like, I guess then if you've played with the cards, you'll want to pick them up in paper, but there's absolutely no parity whatsoever now between Arena and between paper play. So everything they try to do is a disorganized mess. It's confusing. It's convoluted. Worst of all, it's fragmented and inconsistent. That is the worst thing you can do to your card game. And I'm talking about all those little A symbol cards on Arena that don't exist. You look them up the Gatherer, they literally don't exist, but I'm using them to kick the living shit out of people on Arena, and I can't build those decks and go to F&M because the cards don't exist. So you got two slightly different parallel universe versions of Standard, and one's on Arena and one's not. So if they're going to use Arena as let's let people play with the cards there first, then go to pre-release, then the launch, and by the time launch rolls around, they'll want to play with it locally in paper. No, they will not. They'll just be confused and angry. And now paper isn't rotating early, but arena is. So it's like, oh, you couldn't make it worse. Just rotate everything early. Just pull the trigger. Wizards, you are such cowards. And then on top of it, ban 30 cards, okay? Be brave. Do something. Speak up. Or what's all that project? I probably can't even say their name on YouTube. Well, anyway, now I'm in a project Never Eat at Pizza Hut Again, so go look up what's going on in the news today. They've got like 10-year-old kids online on this Pizza Hut event saying how much they hate white people because their teacher told them to. No joke. I am not paraphrasing. I'm not exaggerating. Go look it up on the Quartering or Midwestly or what, I don't know, Jeremy's multiple conglomerate websites. Channels, whatever the hell they are. I don't know. I'm tired. I got better shit to do. I gotta go package up more shit for eBay. Thank God I'm making money. Cause right now Arena ain't making me money. Magic ain't making me money. I can't get shit for views on this channel anymore. And probably later today I'm gonna actually have a another video going up. Really interesting one. Very, very eye-opening on my EST channel. It's just an oversight for people who just want to drop, 10, 15, 20 bucks on something really simple that everybody else forgets about. Nobody likes having blind spots after a disaster already hits, okay? 3-4 day power outage in Texas. A lot of people wish they knew how to secure their house and insulate stuff and generate heat other ways and, have a little extra bag of barbecue charcoal for cooking and, that's all great before it happens. If you're thinking about it after it happens, you don't want to have blind spots. I bet people were up on their roofs during Hurricane Katrina like, you know what we should have done? And then the rest of their family is like, shut up, I'm sick of hearing about it. Yes, I get it, we should have been prepared. I get it, we should have subscribed to Desolator's 5th channel, EST, Emergency Survival Tips. Okay, I'm sick of hearing it. Well then f***ing do it. Do it, Hurricane Katrina families / magic community. Hell, I just did a video on if you're suddenly thrust into being a gun owner, and I don't just mean like, oh, things are getting a little tense, I might go pick one up. I mean like shit went down and a gun went flying across the floor near you and you're going to pick it up and know how to use it. Like it's like how to use a gun if you've literally never ever seen a gun. Very, very useful video to watch multiple times, I'm just saying. What type of gun is good for what type of hunting? You can have no interest in it, but you want to have that knowledge just in case. That's kind of what the whole channel's about. So do go check that out. I am actually making a lot of money on that channel, believe it or not. You look at the sub count and you think, well, really? But look at the view count on some of the videos. It is like multiples higher than the sub count, which that's like dream come true jackpot levels of YouTube success is when you get a video that gets views higher than your sub count. And just look at how many of my videos, in fact, there's graphs where I'm looking at the views where it just, in the last week, is just like 45 degrees. Just, woo, to the moon, let's go. So I know what channel I'm going to be putting more effort into, but I'm not leaving y'all behind. I mean, a lot of people on this channel said they still want to hear about what's going on in the Magic world because what if things improve? What if there's an early rotation on Arena? You probably want to hear about that. Jump back in maybe, or you're just interested for interest's sake because you played Magic for 10 years. Maybe you're just into the lore. I might cover the story back at some point if I want to get even less views. Maybe you just like my dumb sense of humor and all that, or just, covering of Magic news. Maybe you want to hear about how to still have fun in Magic, like that chromatic draft that I'm so sad ended in Arena. My God, I played that last night. It was the greatest. I went 3-3. I lost 3 of the matches out of 6, and I still had an absolute blast. The games were close. One of them kind of wasn't, but it was interesting seeing how they put their deck together. I dropped a nuke on somebody on like turn 6 and got a forfeit. You don't see that in a draft very often. It was so unpredictable, wacky, high-powered Magic. I love it. I loved it. It was so fun. And now we're stuck with standard and nobody wants to play the new shit. So okay, for sure over the next week I'm going to be investigating that new queue. I'm just going to build brand new decks from scratch that look like they're pretty good in the context of the D&D set. So White Life Gain, obviously, for the 7th year in a row, I'll be playing that. And so, hey, if you're interested in, hearing about that, subscribe, stick around. A lot of you were unsubscribed in the latest unsubscribe wave. I was unsubscribed. I can't even say it. I'm so pissed off. I'm so shook. I know exactly how many channels I was subscribed to because I thought it was funny that it was 269. It's now 259. I have no idea what 10 channels they unsubbed me from. No idea. I'll never know. I actually found one of them and I am pissed that they unsubbed me from it. I have watched every single video they've posted for the last 4 years the second it comes out. How the f*** did they interpret that as, well, he's not interested anymore, I'm going to unsub him? You have got to be kidding me. Anyway, check that you're still subscribed, because YouTube might have pulled a bamboozlement on you. And it should be an interesting week, because whatever new set comes out, it is interesting. And if I make my way to a pre-release, if I ever figure out when the f*** it is, and I don't mean this fake-ass spell table horse shit, I'll fill you guys in on that too, because I would love to get back to in-store play. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.